Sorry, I'm recording this. I forgot to press record at the start, so something might appear on your screens, but it's only recording me. So we're lifting up, we're pulling those fingers to the floor, just getting the shoulder blades moving. And start moving those shoulders into circles, big wide circles. Keep the head lifted and start thinking about a little tuck of your tailbone at the bottom end of your spine. So I'm just turning to the side and my tailbone is not tucked right now. There's a big arch here. When I tuck it, it makes that arch a little less. So head lifted to the ceiling, and as you tuck the tailbone in under, start to feel a little bit of tightness across the lower tummy. We're starting to activate those muscles. Let's reverse those shoulder circles. So you're opening your chest forwards. Okay, let's take those fingers out wide. Big circle to touch and reach active arms out. So lift up, touch those palms, wide circle, chest forwards, head lifted. Touch those palms to touch. Inhale, exhale, reach over. Right hand side of the hands, left hand side of the hips. Push them away from each other. Big deep breath in and exhale up and out the opposite direction. Inhale, exhale over the top and reach. Push the hips away from the hands. Come back up and over. Center and reach. Inhale, exhale into the middle. Take those hands wide, reach out through the fingers, hands by your side, breathe in, exhale, roll down. So take your chin to your chest, grind your spine forwards, draw in that tummy through the middle, keep the legs as straight as they can, release the weight of the head off your neck, and a gentle little nod of your head up and down. Gentle little side to side. Big deep breath in. And exhale. Let's start to build your spine up. So tuck your tailbone, draw in the tummy that you are stacking each vertebrae off the spine on top of each other. Your head is lifted and you're going to drop those shoulders away from your ears, fingers to the floor. And keep going to get a little bit taller. Go up onto your tip toes. Steady. A little bit of activation in the tummy helping you stay steady. Feet flat. Release it chin to chest and round forwards. Curl forwards again. Vertebrae by vertebrae. Head releasing to the floor. Hands releasing to the floor. Let's cross the arms, holding the opposite elbow. And side to side with your upper body. Keep your bum and your legs steady in the center. Nice strong legs. And just the upper body is swinging quite loosely, side to side. Getting a little bit of a stretch from your armpit to your hip. Let's release those hands to the floor. Breath in and exhale up. So tuck the tailbone, draw in the lower tummy, we're building up the spine again. Your head has lifted, shoulders are down and away, and keep going. Now you go up to the tip toes. Nice and tall. Steady. Release those feet to the floor and let's get down onto your cushion. So remember you have a cushion close by that you can use for sitting, and it's to keep you a little taller. Now whatever works best for your hips. So If cross-legged is not comfortable for you, pop your feet out in front, hip distance apart. You might need something else under your bum. You might need to be a little bit higher up. So we want, whatever way you're sitting, we want your head over your pelvis. We're trying to avoid a flat lower back, and you'll get taller the higher up your bum is. So you judge there at home which way is the best. How much height you need underneath your bum. So let's start off. We're going to touch those palms together. Interlace your fingers through each other. Turn, the hands are away from you, or the palms are away. You're looking at your knuckles, your shoulders are down in the joints, away from your ears. So we're taking them away from being scrunched up. Nice big deep breath into those ribs on the side. So you're filling up your lungs down here with air. And as you exhale, let that air out. Turn to your right and your eyes are following the knuckles. We're having a nice big deep breath in out here. And exhaling back into the middle and turn to the left. Breath in, fill up those lungs. And exhale, center. Right side. Getting the spine warmed up with some rotations. Breathing in and taking it back. Middle, away. Inhale. And exhale, twist. Breathing in and taking it back. And twist. Inhale. Exhale into the middle and take those hands up overhead. And let's just have a little check-in that your shoulders you're not squeezing. There's a nice space between your ears and your biceps. The shoulders are down in the socket. Breathe in and exhale over to the right, keeping your bum stuck to your cushion so the bum isn't lifting on the other side. Come back up into the middle, reach out onto the other side. Center. Right. Keep those shoulders down. Up we come into the middle. Left. Center. Reach out to the right. Up to the middle. Last time across. We're coming back up into the middle, taking those hands down to shoulder level. Take your elbows out at shoulder level and the fingers are up to the ceiling. So we're opening up your chest. Remember that head is lifting straight up. So a little squeeze of your shoulder blades in behind that you're opening your chest to the front. Breath into those ribs. And exhale, we're turning to the right. So your head is turning, you're not looking over your shoulder. You're turning from your chest. Breath in. And nice and slowly. Back we come into the middle and take that turn to the left. Breathing in and coming back on your exhale and rotating on through. Keep those elbows up at shoulder level. Don't let the shoulders scrunch to your ears. Breath in and exhale through and away. Inhale. Exhale back into the middle. And we're going to release our shoulders down and take a little circle with the shoulders so that you're freeing up any tension that might have gathered up in your upper traps area. Go a few directions, a few rotations each direction. And let's have a final twist. So you're taking your left hand onto the outside of that right side. Right hand is in behind. So just propped up in behind. It's going to help you when you go to inhale. And when you exhale, that hand is helping you to lengthen to the ceiling and turn and put some pressure on that right hand that you're twisting. Inhale to lift and lengthen. Exhale, an extra little twist and turn. Breathe in to lift that head to the ceiling. And exhale, come back through and center. Off you go, left side. So the right hand is on that left leg. You're inhaling to lift your head to the ceiling and lengthen. Exhale, rotate right around and twist. Keep your chin tucked. that you have a nice long neck behind. Breath into lift and lengthen. Exhale, twist all the way around. Inhale, lift that head to the ceiling. And exhale, come back into the center. Walk over the other side. Turn. Your spine is growing to the ceiling when you're inhaling. And as you exhale, let the air out. Push into an extra little bit of the twist. Breath into lift up. And we're exhaling back through the middle and off to the other side. One last time, a big deep breath into lengthen to the ceiling. Exhale to twist. Breath into lift up. And exhale. We're in the middle. We're walking those hands. So if your knees are in the air, you're just popping the hands in between and walking out as far as you can with your eyes following the hands. So eyes are following your nails. And then release your head towards the floor. Let your upper back round a little bit more. And a big deep breath in. And on your exhale, you're rolling back. So you're starting from the bottom of your spine and you're imagining the spine building up vertebrae on vertebrae. Your head is still loose and hanging towards your chest. We're lifting up that your head is lifted to the ceiling and those shoulders drop down and away. Have an inhale to fill up these lower ribs. So pop your hands on your ribs and let those shoulders relax down. And have an awareness or feel that you're filling your hands up with air when you're breathing in. So inhale out to the sides. And let that go on your exhale. So we're just popping the hands there to have a little feel of what I'm yapping on about all throughout this with the big deep breath into the side ribs. So breathe in to fill up your hands. And exhale to let that air go. So we work best, or you can make your best effort at any core contraction on your exhale. So we always say inhale to prepare. So inhale to fill up those hands to prepare. And your exhale is when the work starts. So exhale will always be where the exercise gets a little bit harder. Okay, let's release those hands and get onto the mat so we can do a little bit more of that effort. So take your cushion out from underneath. You're going to get yourself flat, or maybe you want to have a little look to me to recap our very simple imprinting position. So as I lie at the minute, feet hip distance apart, knees hip distance apart, a little tuck of the shoulder blades in behind. And in a relaxed position, your lower back is a little bit lighter on the mat. And we don't want it to be light. Imprint is that I've painted the lower back bright red and I want to see a big impression of that red back. So tucking your tailbone or tipping your pelvis back towards the mat. Flattening your back into the mat. Big pressure of your back flattening into that mat. And that work is coming from your tummy. It's not coming from your neck. There's no tension elsewhere, just your tummy and releasing it off. Get yourself in position there. We're all going together. So inhaling, filling up those ribs. And exhale, nothing else moving apart from the tip back of the pelvis. So your tummy is drawn towards the mat. You're pressing your lower back into the mat. Inhale. Exhale, let that go. Breath in. Exhale, tip back. Make the tummy start doing some work. Press your lower back into the mat. No tension elsewhere. No tension in your shoulders or your neck. Breath in. And then let that go on the exhale. So the bigger movement is on the exhale. Inhale. Exhale, tip back into full imprint. And then we're coming up towards tabletop. So you're lifting one leg, take your right one first. Right angle at your hip. the other one to join. So the knee has a right angle as well. You're keeping the tummy drawn down towards the spine. Even have a little feel. If you pop your hands onto your tummy, and you should feel some tautness that it's tensing up like a cylinder through the middle. Release those hands by your sides. Breath in. And you're just going to take one leg down and the other leg down. Breath in. Exhale. Full imprint. One leg into tabletop, other one to the joint. Hold your tabletop steady. Every exhale, draw that tummy down a little more. And we're moving into really light little toe taps. Look at your screen. When you're toe tapping, it's coming from your hip, the big joint. It's not a little light flick of your knee. It's coming from the big joint, coming from your hip. It makes the leg heavier and it's harder to stabilize from the lower tummy. If it feels easy, you're not doing it right. The leg should feel heavy. When one leg moves, the other one is totally steady. Stop when you're back at the top and you flat shins. Release one leg down, the other one to join it. Pop those hands on your ribs and let your knees drop out like window wipers. So the knees are together, they're dropping one side, back into the middle and dropping out towards the other side. Drop those knees just heavily. They're giving the lower back a little stretch before we come back into our tabletops again. Pop those hands by your sides, inhale. Exhale, full imprint. So flatten your back to the mat. Right leg up, other one to join. Now when we move into toe taps, I doubt anybody fully holds imprint. Your back will move a little bit away from the mat, but making the effort to keep it flat to the mat is using the muscles we're wanting to use. So tap, start your toe taps. Light toe tap. So you're only touching the mat and you're coming back up. You're not landing to stay. Little light tap. And up. Draw that tummy towards the spine. Let's speed up a little bit. Every exhale, draw that tummy back a little more. Stop. Legs are steady. There's a trade race across your shins. Release. One foot, other to join. We're coming into ab prep. So just have a little look for the first one. I'm tilted back into imprint. Chin tuck, hands hovered off. Peel it up. My head, upper back, middle back, reaching those fingers to my heels. Rolling back down. Everybody together. Inhale. Exhale. Imprint. Chin tuck. Hands hover. Roll up. Head, upper back, neck, fingers towards your toes. Breath in. Exhale, reach a little further. See, can you get those fingers any further? Breathing in. And exhale, roll it back down. Head touches and then release those hands to the floor and have a little gentle stretch. Look over, eyes over each shoulder. So when we're coming up into this position, it's called ab prep. It's using the upper section of your abdominal muscles, but your neck should not feel effort. Your neck shouldn't feel like it's doing the work. All the work for the lift should be coming from your tummy. So before we lift, you take your chin towards your throat, what's called chin tuck. It prevents you overusing the front of your neck. Then you lift those hands up into hover and curl and roll up. When you're up in ab prep, try to keep your eyes to the middle of your thigh, and again, this saves our neck. We don't want your head to the ceiling. When your eyes are to the mid-thigh, your chin has to be close to your chest. We'll roll down and all go together again. Breath in. Exhale, chin tuck, so your chin is towards your chest. Hands hover off the floor and let's curl up from there. Upper back, middle back, fingers towards your heels. Eyes middle of your thigh, inhale. Exhale, reach further. Reach those hands further towards your heels. Take more of your upper back off the mat. Breath in. Exhale, a little more if we can. Inhale. Exhale, roll back down. Head touch, release those hands, look out over each shoulder. Back to tabletop, inhale. Exhale, full imprint, flatten the lower back into the mat. One leg up, other to join. Breathing in, and exhale, hold. So draw that tummy even more towards your spine. And check in. There should be no effort in your neck or your shoulder area, just this tummy working. Those legs are still. Move into your toe taps. So let's pretend there's a tray of drinks on one shin and it's swapping between your shins, between your leg, the part of the leg that's making the tabletop. As you tap, draw down that tummy to stabilize your back towards the mat and tap, 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 tap. Let's keep going, an even rhythm. And stop. Inhale and exhale. Down you go, one foot or the other. Pop those hands onto your ribs and let the legs drop out into your window wipers. Give yourself a little stretch in your lower back. You want to turn yourself that you're lying on your side and you need your little head cushion, your little prop. So your cushion is for under your head. Keep your head in line with your spine. We're turning with the knees bent. Heels are roughly in line with your bum behind. This underneath shoulders tucked down away from your ear. We're going into spinal twist. So pop those hands to touch together, just out in front of your shoulder. When we do a spinal twist, first of all, we really want to concentrate on keeping your pelvis forward. So it's not allowed to drop down with you in the twist. It's your spine is twisted. Inhale. Exhale. Float that hand up to 90 degrees and just stop to make a check that the shoulder is down in the joint away from your ear, and then open over and your eyes are following your thumb. Don't let your hip follow. Your top hip doesn't move. Inhale. Exhale out further. Open out further. Eyes follow the thumb. Breathing in. And back we come. Draw the tummy to the spine. Float. Touch. Inhale. Exhale. Lift. Sink. Rotate over. Eye following your thumb. Breath in. Exhale. Open out further. Open that upper back. Keep those hips forwards. Inhale. Exhale, draw that tummy towards your spine, float over the top, touch, float, sink the shoulder, open. Inhale, exhale further, open into it, soften out the upper back towards the floor. Breathing in, and back we come, twist back to touch. Okay, we're moving down towards our lower body section. So, good bend in the knees. Heels are roughly in line with your bum. So down the back, the same angle on the mat as your bum. And we are opening into clam. So you're stabilizing your upper body, your trunk, by drawing the tummy towards the spine and releasing down. So a little tester that I mentioned last week, when you're doing that activation of the tummy towards the spine, inside lying, your underneath side becomes much lighter on the mat. So if there's no activation, you just slump and drop in towards the mat and then draw that tummy back, gives you much lighter underneath side. That keeps your trunk, your upper body facing forwards. And we take that knee to the ceiling. So we're starting to work your glutes. And close. Breath in, touch the palms together. Exhale, open the shoulder, open the hand to the ceiling and that top knee. And close. Inhale when they touch. Exhale, tummy tight, open. And close. Inhale. Exhale to the open. And close. Inhale when they touch. Exhale, tummy tight and open. And close. And open. And close. Tummy tight and open. Close. Open. Chest forwards. Fingers to the ceiling. Close. Open. Close. Open. And close. Open. Close. Open. And close. Stop for a little second. We're making it harder. You're lifting your 2 feet up onto an invisible box, a pretend box, a little shelf. Bottom foot doesn't move. Inhale. Exhale. Tummy tight. Open. And close. Open. Close. Open. And close. And open. And close. And open. And close. Open. Keep those feet steady. Close. Open. Tummy tight to stabilize. Open and close. Open, close. Stay open. Roll that tummy back and open wider. And close. And open to stay. Open wider. Tummy to the spine and close. And open. And hold. And close. And last time, up we come. Roll back that tummy, open wider. And close. Release the feet to the floor. We're going to lift this top knee. Keep the bend at the knee. Kick your legs forwards to about your waist level and then release it onto the floor. Give that hip a little bit of a tap out. So after doing a bit of work, we're going to straighten the underneath leg. And we're going to bring a little bit of work into that underneath leg. So it's really straight and your toes are pointed. And we're going to keep the top hand to the ceiling. And that underneath leg is going to lift off. So straight leg, kick off. Just go straight in the air. And bring it back down to a hover. So it's not touching the floor, it's hovering. And kick. And hover. Kick. Hover. Kick. Hover. Kick. And hover. Kick, hover, kick, hover, kick, hover, kick, and hover, kick, hover, kick, and hover, kick, hover, kick, hover and hold and hover. Move into circles. Keep that leg straight and circle twice forwards. Stop. Reverse back for 2. And forwards for 2. And back for 2. Keep your chin tucked, you've no strain in the neck. Forwards for 2. And back for 2. And forwards for 2. And back for 2. And hold. And release. Touch the palms together. One last big stretch into rotation. So make sure that underneath leg's totally straight. Top leg stays heavy to the floor. Inhale. Exhale that hand up, shoulder into the socket and really open out into this big extended rotation. Breath in and exhale further, open further, eyes to your fingertips. Inhale, exhale back, over the top, touch, straighten those legs out. Give yourself a bit of a stretch, so point your toes, really lengthen out your whole body and get yourself repositioned for the other side. So we're starting off with our legs bent, knees bent, palms together at shoulder level. Breath in. Exhale, tummy towards the spine to stabilize, that hands to the ceiling, drop the shoulder down, and you're opening into your first spinal twist on this side. Breathing in and exhaling further out, eyes following that thumb and keep those hips forwards. Inhale, exhale, tummy tight and float and touch and reach. Sink that shoulder, open further. Breathing in, exhale further, open out a bit more, keep those two hips forwards. Inhale, exhale over the top. So draw that tummy in, come over the top to touch, reach, sink, open up. Inhale, exhale further. Breath in and take it back. Over the top to touch, reach, sink, open. Inhale, exhale further. Breath in and take that tummy tight to draw the hand over the top to touch. Into our clams. So double check we've got that little knee bend. Breath in and exhale. Open. Keep the shoulder down, tummy towards the spine, and close. And open. And close. And open. And close. Open. Close. Open. Close. So your inhale is when you touch the hands. Exhale to open and close. Stay open this time. Open further, knee to the ceiling more. Keep the pelvis forwards. Close. And open. Hold and close. 2 feet are on the little box, the pretend box. Breath in. Exhale, stabilize, tummy tight, open. And close. And open. Close. Open. Same time they should be touching down. Keep that underneath leg steady. Two more. And on your last one, stay open up there. Roll back the tummy and open wider. Reach those fingers to the ceiling. Close. And let the feet down. You feel that top hip has done a bit of work. Lift off the knee, take it forwards, release it at hip height and straighten our underneath leg. Give the top hip a little tap out. Actively straighten that underneath leg. So really point the toes, the front of the leg is working, the quads are keeping the leg as straight as possible. Top fingers to the ceiling. Breathing in and exhaling to kick off and hover. Kick, hover, kick off, hover isn't touching the mat, you're just above it. Shoulder down, opening out that chest. Kick, hover, kick, hover, kick and hover. Kick off, hover, 3 more. Keep going. Last one, and stop and hover. Keep the leg off the mat. Move forwards for 2. And stop, reverse for 2. And forwards for 2. Reverse for 2. Forwards for 2. Reverse for 2. Forwards for 2. Reverse for 2. And hold. And release, palms touch, inhale, exhale over the top, sink that shoulder down, and a big rotation over. Eyes to that thumb, the top leg is heavy, keeping your head pelvis forwards, breath in, and open more, exhale out. Inhale, exhale, tummy tight, float that hand all the way over to touch, straighten out the top leg, point those toes, hover off the floor a little bit, really lengthen out through the toes. Your head is feeling like it's going the opposite direction, long neck, stretch. and release. And now we're going to go over onto your back. And I know last week we said to have a belt. It would be great if you had one again. If you don't, you'll just use your hands behind your knee, behind your thigh. But we're starting off from lying down flat. Taking the belt around the ball of your right foot, so just below the toes. You can hold it in both hands or in one hand, whatever you prefer, but we're trying to get the back of that knee straight. So back here, as straight as possible, and then think about the calf area and your Achilles tendon behind your heel, lengthening all of that as much as possible. Opposite leg, toes to the ceiling. We're just hanging out here in the center, enjoying that nice stretch. And softening it into it more on every exhale. Take that nice long leg across your body. Smile. Back we come into the middle. Nice long leg is moving out towards the floor. You're keeping your body on the floor as much as possible. Toes of the other leg to the ceiling. Back into the middle. Little break in the stretch, so bend, and then straighten again. Take that nice long leg across. Smile when you're out there. That's normally people's biggest stretch. And now you take it away out towards the floor. And back we come into the middle. We're going to swap legs. So take the other one up there and side and then slip out your right one and see if you can keep the right one as straight as you just had it and release it down all the way to the floor. And now think about the left one. Your two legs might be very different, maybe tighter on one side than the other. None of us are a mirror image, so take it easy till you find out where your limits are. And take that nice long leg across your body. And take it away. Straight leg out. Body, remain on the mat, nice and flat. Take the leg as far out to the side as you can. And take it back. Little bend, take away the stretch. And back, straight. And across the body. And out and away. And back. And bend, take away the stretch and take away the belt. Up your heels closer towards your bum, and we're going to come up into some bridges. So if you reach down with your fingers, you should just skin your heels or be very close to your heels. So they're a good bit closer to your bum. So when we're coming into bridge, you want to think that you're peeling your spine away from the mat. So you're tipping your pelvis back, first of all, to start to lift your tailbone off. And then that follows by peeling each vertebrae by vertebrae, lifting off as high as you can go that you're not feeling too much of a lift in your lower back. And then replacing each vertebrae by vertebrae back down until the last thing happens, your tailbone touches. Now, well, that's how our spine rolls up off the mat. But take some attention into where's the weight in your foot. I don't want you pressing all your weight down into your heels. You want to put a bit of weight in your forefoot as well. And your knees stay hip distance apart. They don't come in to touch together, but when you're in your bridge, they also don't go wide. They don't spread apart. No tension in those shoulders. You have a little tuck of the shoulder blade in behind. Breath in to prepare. Exhale, tuck back. So push the pelvis back. We'll take the tailbone away and vertebrae by vertebrae up we come. We want your hips to be in line with your knees and your shoulders. Or if you've got a nip in your back before you get that high, drop down a little bit. There shouldn't be any over discomfort. Roll your spine back down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Tailbone release the floor, breath in. Exhale, curl away. Tuck back the tailbone, peel your spine away. And let's take those fingers to the ceiling and higher overhead. And then reach wide like a semicircle. Keep your bridge high. So reach. Spread wide. Keep that bum up. Reach overhead. Spread. Reach. Wide circle. Keep that bum up. Overhead. Spread. Fingers to the ceiling and stop. And roll your spine back down onto the mat, vertebrae by vertebrae, and have a nice big deep breath in. Exhale, tuck that tailbone, roll away. Push your weight into all your foot. Drop the hands by your side. Widen. Fingers to the ceiling. Hands overhead. Wide. Fingers to the ceiling. Drop. Reach out wide. Fingers to the ceiling. Drop the hands. Keep that thumb up. Big wide semicircle. Keep those fingers to the ceiling. And onto your tiptoes. So you're bringing your heels away the floor. Or away from the floor. Then flat foot. So push up on the tiptoes. Flat foot. Tiptoes. Flat foot. Tiptoes. Flat. Tiptoes. Flat and hold, and roll your spine back down onto the mat. And keep those hands up where they are. You're going to take your knees in towards your chest and wrap the hands around your knees. And give yourself a little squeeze into tight ball. And let yourself drop down side to side. So you're using your body weight to give your lower back a little gentle massage. And now circle those feet. So circle around. Reverse the circle. Come back to the center, so stop the feet moving. Pop the feet down onto the floor and we're changing position. We're going to go onto your hands and knees. So, you guys just sit up for a second and I'll do a demonstration of the two that we're doing on our hands and knees. So, feet are hip distance apart, knees are hip distance apart, hands are shoulder distance apart. So, it's like you've made a little square between your body and the mat. Hands aren't too far out. They're directly under your shoulders, and we're coming into cat stretch. So releasing your head, pushing up between the shoulder blades, tuck to the tailbone, drawing that tummy right into the spine, supporting your lower back, and then we're coming out of cat. So gradually uncurl the spine. Last position, your eyes are forwards. So first thing, drop that head. Push into the two hands. It's a gradual position until you get up into your cat. Then we gradually uncurl out of it. From cat, we're coming into thread the needle. So the right hand to the ceiling and the bum stays steady. And then you're threading that hand in underneath. Eyes are following. Keep that bum steady. Let's go together. So get yourself on those hands and knees. Spread the fingers wide. The weight is dispersed through all the fingers, so with big wide hands. Breath in and exhale. Release that head.
Push into the two hands, arch your spine and ceiling like you're a cat in front of the fire. Have a big stretch. Breath in and back. Flatten through your spine.
Take those eyes forwards. Inhale.
Exhale, head down. Push into the hands, arch. Tuck the tailbone, draws tummy to the spine. Inhale. Exhale, release.
Eyes lift. Inhale.
Exhale, push into the hands, arch. Draw the tummy to the spine. Breathing in. Release, flat back.
Eyes forwards. Thread needle. Breathing in. And exhale. That hand, right hand to ceiling. Eyes are following, and then thread in under. Follow those fingers. And then back up. Open. And thread. Keep that thumb steady. Open. Thread. Open. And thread. And open. And release. Hand down. Inhale. Exhale. Fingers to the ceiling. Thread. Left side. Open. Reach. Thread in through. Eyes those fingers. And open. And thread. And open. And thread. Last time up there and stay. And hand down. Gonna round up into cat again. So release your head, push into those two hands, arch up into cat, and then take your bum back onto your heels. Have a big deep breath into the ribs. And exhale it up so your spine is already rounded in the cat. Release that head. Let the head be heavy. Have a little gentle look side to side. Draw that tummy in. And take it back down. Bum to heels. Inhale. And exhale it up. Round spine. You're in your cat already. And release down. And then just soften down into that. Let your body be heavy to release right down onto your thighs. If you feel there's too much of a strain in your arms, you can make a little pillow for your forehead by doubling over your hands. And you're going to take your two hands, whatever position they're in, walk them out to the right hand side. Release all your weight onto your right thigh. Double over your left hand over the top of the right hand and drop into that stretch. And walk off the other direction. Weight on your thigh, double a hand over, soften into it. Okay, we're repositioning. We're going to go into side lying. So grab your block again, or your cushion for your head. And this time, you're lying down completely straight, so those legs are pointing to start off with. Make sure that underneath shoulder is tucked down. So the variations that you can be doing with the top hand is float it to the ceiling, or have it like a little spider legs, fingers that are lightly touching on the floor. All of our balance in this position. So it's really important the legs are really straight. All the balance is coming from your tummy. But if you're very wobbly, you're better to have the little spider fingers to keep you steady. If you feel like you're kind of okay with spider fingers, then the next step would be to have your hand along your side. If you're really okay, you're feeling steady, take those fingers to the ceiling. So all the balance is from the tummy. Breath in. Exhale that tummy towards your spine, and the top leg is lifting and it's staying straight and it's going towards the ceiling. We're going to pull the toes up towards you and release that nice straight leg to hip height and point. Lift, toe pull, release to hip height, point. Lift, toe pull, release, and point and lift and pull and drop, and point, lift, pull, drop. Point the toe and lift and pull to your head, drop. So you're changing the foot position at each end of the lift. Keep those fingers to the ceiling or by your side or in front if you're very wobbly. All your balance is from the tummy. Toe point, lift, toe pull, release. Point and lift and pull and release. Stop at hip height. Now you're staying as steady as you can and lift the underneath one to touch. So the toes are pointed. You're lifting the underneath to touch. Touch, release. Like a scissors, top leg straight. It's the underneath legs doing the work now. And stick together. Release the whole legs. Two legs together. Draw that tummy in and lift and drop. And lift and drop. Lift, drop. Lift and drop. And lift and release. And take that hand down and let's get ourselves over to the other side for a last set of straight leg work. Straighten out as much as you can, toes pointed, head lifting the other direction, long neck. Inhale, exhale the tummy tight and lift, lift, lift to pull, release. Point that toe and up, pull and down, and point and up, and pull, down, point, up, pull, down, hip height and point and up. Roll back that tummy, that's where your balance is. And stop at hip height, point the toe and meet it. Other leg is active and they're meeting. Top leg steady. And stick together, release, and up, and down. Roll back that tummy. 3 more. Last one and stay. And down. And that is us for this week. Yeah. We all good?